Hi Leo, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-June 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's why I call it a bridge and a gap spread. And the way it works to look at the past, present, future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight. That's where the bridge and a gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel it's somewhere around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Justice. So this is actually the major arcana card from Libra, which is your house of communications. So yeah, it could just be saying that maybe you were hoping to restore balance within the situation. So to see this in the past position says that maybe the two of you might have had some kind of a falling out at some point. Or at the very least, maybe you felt like this person had done more of the heavy lifting up to a certain point and you wanted to try to reciprocate in the past. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Lovers. So this is a Gemini energy here. So yeah, to me this says that clearly looks like they definitely saw a lot of potential for the connection between the two of you, and maybe this explains as well, right? So for example, maybe if they were the first ones to express feelings, and if you didn't reciprocate at the time, maybe now or ever in the past you decided that you did want to come back in to express yourself. But yeah, either way, that's what I see in the past, and these are compatible energies. All right, present energy on your side, we have Triumph. So this is the equivalent of the World in traditional tarot. So yeah, for some of you, maybe if there was a physical distance situation, maybe that was what was at play, right? Because we see, looks like someone returning behind that curtain there. And here in the present, we see the two people embracing. So maybe that was what it was for some of you. Maybe you hit it off with someone, but you lived at a distance from each other. And now maybe you're able to bridge that gap. But either way, it looks like there's definitely some success for you guys in the connection in the present. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Four of Cups. So yeah, so this is another indicator that you guys could have spent some time apart with that Four of Cups energy, and at the very least it says that they probably were disappointed with that time apart. And interesting to see the water in the boat in the background here as well, so similar to what we saw in the past position on their side. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where, like I said, maybe you guys physically spent some time apart, and maybe it was something that you had to go pursue elsewhere that led to that, and now that you guys are physically in the same space here, restoring the balance there. All right. And future energy on your side, we have Grace. So this is the equivalent of the Star card in traditional tarot, which is Aquarius energy. So for some of you, this could just be saying that maybe when we get to, for some of you, maybe it'll take as long as when we get to the full moon in Aquarius during your season, but not that either way. It could just be saying that now, okay, you might feel like maybe the connection went through a bit of a rough stretch, given that this is the card that comes after the Tower, but now you feel like, okay, yes, the passion's reignited within the connection, right? You might even feel like there was some spiritual guidance that got you back on the right path with this connection, but either way, it looks like you're feeling like you really are moving forward in a positive manner. All right, interestingly enough, future energy on their side, we have the World card. So again, even though it's called Triumph in this deck, you had that energy in the present, and then we see it coming up for them in the future. But yeah, definitely a positive indicator for sure. Like I said, it looks like there's really going to be an effort between the two of you to put in work toward this connection and watch it grow. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Ace of Coins. So yeah, like I said, maybe for whatever reason there was something else that might have pulled you away from this connection for a while, but now it looks like you're seeing the potential of coming back into it and putting in the effort to make it grow. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Moon. So, given, well, see if I can get to focus a little bit. Given what I was saying about the Grace card, which is Aquarius energy, for some of you, again, like I said, maybe this would be something that doesn't fully develop until we get closer to the Aquarius full moon or near season. But if not that, could just be saying definitely keep an eye out for the upcoming full moons as an indicator for where you might see a shift in the energy. So there's going to be the next one coming up is going to be in Capricorn. It's actually technically going to be 2 Capricorn full moons coming up, but yeah, as far as the one that would impact this reading, I would say watch out for the full moon in Capricorn. But yeah, either way, looks like a pretty positive energy, right? Looks like they're in Paris. Could definitely see a romantic element there. Looks like they have a puppy with them, so definitely looks like there's some promise and potential for this connection for sure. All right, moving on to your oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love oracle card deck. Just going to pull a single card from this one. All right, and got one there. All right, and next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom Oracle deck. Same situation. We're just going to pull a single card from this deck, and then we'll read the messages from both and wrap the reading up with that. All right, and this does want to go back in the deck. So first we'll see what we got from the Messages of Love. All right, we have obstacles. It says unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Interesting message there, right? Because it looks like you might already be past that stage. Now, to be fair, the Grace card looks like it could point to that. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is saying that you probably already moved past that stage, but that might have been what was causing the blockage in the past. But we'll see what this card adds to the mix. All right, we have Loyal Heart. There's the artwork, and the number is 35. So we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trust in divine protection. Yeah, interesting message there, right? Because to me, that doesn't even necessarily mean, let's say, you had some kind of a third party dynamic in this connection in the past at some point. It could just be saying that maybe, you're just so wrapped up in other things that you weren't really putting in the same level of energy toward the connection that this person was. And that could be why you're coming to the realization, or did, rather, since that's in the past with the Justice card, and why you've been trying to put in the effort now. And now, there could be a part of you that feels like lucky and thankful that you were able to make things right in the connection. So, hope whatever is any of you guys will wrap up there. I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.